Ya, bola supporter, kita sekarang bertemu dengan Adrian Yanez, petarung ranking 12 di kelas Bantam UFC. Hi Adrian, how are you?
Doing good, and yourself?
Yeah, good. I'm from Indonesia, Adrian.
Oh man, yeah. How does everybody love MMA over there?
Yeah, can't wait to see you perform at UFC 287.
Oh man, thank you so
Yeah,
much, man. I can't
yeah,
wait to fight. Can't wait to show off.
yeah. Did I pronounce your last name correctly, Yanez?
Yeah, Yanez. So it's like it has the
Yanez.
enya in Spanish. They have the enya, so it's Yanez.
Yanez. Yeah, okay.
There we go. Yeah, got it.
Yeah, Adrian, UFC 287. This is maybe your first big event, pay-per-view. How do you feel going into this fight?
Man, man, I feel really good. I'm really excited. I feel in a place where like I'm happy to be here. Super excited. This is a this is a big moment for me, and I can't wait to go out there and prove that I belong. This is a really big moment for me, so I got to go out there and show out. The way I believe I will show out.
Yeah. How do you see Rob Font as your opponent?
Man, he's a really good fighter. He's a really good fighter. He's been at the top of the game for the very long time.
Yeah,
I said it in plenty of interviews where he's made his UFC debut whenever I was making my professional debut. So he he had he had to do like he had to be really good to stay at this level for that long. So for me, I look at him as a guy that I consider, a guy that I would look up to because he was, again, fan friendly style, a style that I like to watch, boxing oriented, wants to come in, just knock
yeah,
people out and all that stuff. So for me, that's exciting to watch. Rob Font brings violence and I like it. So yeah, it's sort of similar, man. It's like kind of almost like being a fan, then turning into a foe, pretty much.
yeah,
But yeah, that's the cool part. That's the cool part about this for me. It's like, hey, man, I used to watch him whenever I was like aspiring, just turned pro, aspiring, watching him be in the UFC, and I was like, damn, that's so cool. I want to be there one day. And now I'm getting to fight that guy.
yeah. And with his background of facing former champions like Jose Aldo and Cody Garbrandt, do you think this is the most challenging fight of your career so
Oh
far?
no, 100% is the most challenging fight of my career. He's fought the elite, the elite of the elite. Again, he fought Jose Aldo. Like Jose Aldo's the name enough, Cody Garbrandt, uh, he went out there and dismantled Cody. Had a hard time with Jose. But yeah, no, it's fun. It's great because, man, it's a big test. It's a big test, and I really can't wait. I really can't wait to pass that with flying colors.
Yeah. Adrian, you've won five of six fights in UFC by knockout, and we know Rob Font never been defeated by knockout. Is this his first time in your hand?
Oh yeah, I'm hoping so. I'm hoping I touch him in the chin and he falls down, doesn't get back up. Right, I'm really hoping so. But as time is told, every single time Rob gets hit and he gets dropped, man, he pops right back up. He
Yeah,
and acts like nothing happened. So for me, I can't get overzealous and run in I had to stay patient, calculated, and time. And once I get him hurt, make sure that I finish him. So for me, the way I plan it, the way I hope it goes, the way that we've been game planning the way it goes, I'm gonna get the knockout. But I know that's a hard task in front of me because you had people like Jose Aldo in front of you, they could knock you out. So yeah,
yeah.
it will be a little bit harder, and I have to be a little bit more strategic. But yeah, no, it's gonna be hard.
Adrian, you are getting performances bonus 5 times in a row, I think, right now. Is this becoming a special target for you in each fight that you are facing?
Yeah, man. Honestly, like it's like one of those things I expect now. I got five in a row. I want another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, more money is always great money. So to me, I'm excited. I want to go out there because either way, like if I don't knock Rob out, it's gonna be a fight of the night. So to
Mm.
me, I'm really excited, and it's gonna be another 50K. And then on top of that, I get a record on top of that. So man, 6 fights into my UFC career, and I'll be able to say I have a record in the UFC. So that'd be pretty.
Yeah,
That'd be
yeah.
pretty cool. So yeah.
I think there are not many fighters that can do this like you 5 time in a row performance bonus. I don't think
Yeah,
there.
there's only 3 other fighters, and one is Anderson,
Anderson, yeah,
Anderson, Justin Gaethje, and Hamzat Chimaev. So like I'm right there with
yeah,
those guys. So those guys are elite of the elite. So to me, it's pretty cool that I can say I have the names. I have the same. I'm in the same realm as them.
yeah. Adrian, you are such a knockout machine. Do you think you will be able to knock out a heavier fighter? Maybe someone from lightweight division, maybe, or maybe featherweight.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe I can carry that power up, especially me. I don't think people have seen out of camp Yanez, where I'm sitting a little bit heavier. I hit a little bit harder because I got a little bit more weight on me. So, but yeah, maybe I think I could definitely.
Yeah. Maybe I changed the question. Have you ever knocked out people that much heavier than you?
I've actually I fought at 45, and I've had as an amateur, and I have a TKO win over a 45 already over a 45er. So, yeah, I can say yeah. Yeah. And I have hurt people at 55 and 70 that have come into
Oh,
the gym and everything. So yeah, it's like it's not I don't want to brag about it because it's sparring, but yeah.
yeah. Adrian, you once told us that you won Mr. KO as your nickname because the KO king is already Derek Lewis. Which one do you prefer better, the knockout king or Mr. KO?
You know what? I would go with Mr. Knockout,
Mr.
but
Knockout.
at the same time, the KO King is pretty cool. Not even gonna lie about that. The
Yeah.
the Mr. Knockout one, that one has a little bit more sentimental value to me, so I like that one a lot.
Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, you were once also called Mini Masvidal, if I'm not
Oh
mistaken.
no, that's Twitter. Twitter gave me that nickname.
Do you like it? Do you like it?
Yeah, it's cool. It's definitely cool. It's one of those that like the comparison fits very well. Comparison fits
The
very well.
style of
We
your
our
fighting.
fighting styles are very
Yeah,
similar.
yeah. And Rian, how do you see the competition in bantamweight division right now?
The bantamweight division is the toughest division in the whole UFC. I said that once, and I stick by it. The only a couple divisions come close, and that's the lightweight division. And man, honestly, the welterweight division is kind of lighting up. But other than that, I feel like those two divisions, the lightweight and the bantamweight. But the bantamweight, I feel tops the lightweight.
Yeah. And how far do you think you are from a title fight?
Realistically, I go out there and let's just say I fight Font and I just get a win, 2 more fights. But if I go out there and I starch Rob, might be a fight away.
Yeah. And I think it's going to be very challenging for you fights ahead because there are many top level wrestlers in this division. We can say Aljamain Sterling, Merab
Hmm.
Zalfili, Umar Nurmagomedov. We can see that Peter Yan being defeated by Merab in such a way. How do you see this?
Oh yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm excited for those challenges. If I'm being honest with you, like I've trained with Aljo, I trained with Marab. All those
Yeah,
challenges to
yeah.
me seem very like honestly, like I got one of the best wrestlers in my camp anyways, and that's Rafian Stats.
Mm,
I get to work with him on a daily basis on wrestling and the jiu-jitsu, and then I got my coach Eve Edwards, uh, who ties everything else really well together with the wrestling and jiu-jitsu and putting them and combining it. So to me, I'm ready for those challenges. Man, I've been like I had 10 months off and I had a lot of time to work on a lot of things, and for me that was an integral part of me for me to work on. So yeah,
mm.
I'm really excited. It's gonna be hard because they're just gonna want to hold and hug me, but at the same time I've been working stuff against it. So yeah, I'm ready for it.
And you have no problem facing maybe Merab or Aljo in the future?
Yeah, no, I've told them before. I told them before I want to change my family's life, and like if push comes to shove, I got to go out there. We got to go out there and fight. Especially they got the belt. I got to go out there and we got to fight. Because I'm trying to change my family's life, and that's what I'm here for.
Yeah, yeah. And in terms of fighting style, who is the most intriguing fighter that you want to fight in this division? I think maybe Sean O'Malley, maybe.
Oh yeah, 100%. Sean
Yeah.
O'Malley is definitely the guy that we all want to fight. Because to me, I know whenever I look at it, like he's the biggest name in the division, and for me, it's just be like, all right, that's a fun fight. Stylistically, it would be a fun fight for the both of us. So, and for the fans as well. So, that fight would be nice.
Yeah, yeah. And Adrian, we could say that you are one of the last generation of fighters who train under the legendary coach, Mr. Saul Solis. How do you see this?
Yes, yeah, that is true. One of the last, but definitely still not the last, because I got a couple. We have a couple guys on the come up
Yeah,
that are going to be making it there. So, I I would say I'm a generation before, because before he left us some guys who were turning pro, and now we're taking the key. We're taking them and running with them,
Yeah.
and they'll be there soon. Like got training partners like Cameron Smotherman, who's coming off of two walk off knockouts, who should be in the UFC really really soon. We got two other guys like Justice Torres and Michael Aswell well on their way to the contender series. So both 7-0, dominant wins and everything. So yeah, like we have a big generation. We have a good generation still coming up.
Yeah, yeah. And what is the most important of coaches Solis's teaching for you? Because you once mentioned that if not for Coach Solis, you wouldn't be in the UFC.
He wouldn't coaching, like he was a great MMA coach, But outside of that, he was even a better person outside of fighting. He was the reason why I still kept going, still kept training after my father had passed away. He kept me in the gym, kept in contact with me, made sure I stayed right and stayed in the gym. Made sure I had a place to go. So
Yeah.
if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be in the position I am today. And without my dad bringing me to Coach Saul, I wouldn't be in the position I am today, because the events wouldn't have transpired the way they did. So for me, I'm grateful for the whole journey.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful that I was able to have a great coach and a great person like Saul behind me the whole entire time.
Yeah, I think Mr. Solis did well, because you are now a skillful fighter. You are a fan favorite fighter, but still you are a humble and down to earth person.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. My brother doesn't think so.
Yeah. Adrian, which fight you could say that this is the best performance of Adrian Yanez?
Yeah, this fight coming up, I'll be able to say that after this fight, because
Yeah.
I feel like I really, after this Rob fight, I would definitely be able to say that, because I've only grown as a fighter, and I can't wait to show off all the new things that I've learned, how I can put things together, and I'm really excited. I really am, because this is a tough test, and I really can't wait to go out there and put on the performance of my life.
Yeah. And which boxer is the inspiration for you in your boxing style?
So in my boxing style, the boxer that really inspired me was I had to say Manny Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao, yeah.
Manny Pacquiao is definitely one, because I just loved how he was so fast, so quick, and then at the same time he was so humble after he would fight, and I would just go on binges and watching him throw combination after combination after combination, knocking people out, be such a little ferocious guy. The next guy after that, I would go on a go watch all of his highlight reels, and Julio Cesar Chavez, watching him as well. So he was an inspiration as well. So a mixture between those two.
Yeah. Adrian, you are a father now. And how is that situation? Is it changing you on daily, on your as a fighter? Is it
Oh
changing you?
yeah, it's changed a lot. It gave me something more to work for because
Mm.
now I know it's not just me. It's two other people. I gotta make sure that my girl's good, and I gotta make sure that my son's good. So I have to make sure that, like, if I were to leave this earth, that they're set. So that's the way I look at it. It's like, no, I have to make sure if I change, like, that's a big reason why I say I change their lives. Like, if I go out there and I make life-changing money, if I happen to pass away, they're good. They're
Yeah.
good. So for me, that's my whole goal now, you know. And if that happens to happen with me getting the belt, then I got to go out there and chase the belt. So for me, that's my motivation.
Yeah. Last one, Adrian. Give us your prediction for Aljo against Cejudo.
So that one's gonna be a really really good fight. I've been saying it like this. That fight's gonna be the unorthodox versus the orthodox.
Mm.
Uh, Henry Cejudo is he's very technical, very tactical,
Mm.
and Aljamain, he's unorthodox, but he knows what he wants to do. Uh, he's very funky with his movement, and his wrestling is very funky as well. So,
Yeah.
uh, if it stays standing, I give it to Henry, but I don't think not too many people can handle Aljo on the ground. So I feel if it goes to the ground, it's Aljo. If it stays standing, it's Henry.
Yeah. Okay, Adrian. Thank you so much for your time, for your and us speaking to you.
Hey man,
Success on
thank you.
success on your fight tomorrow.
And
Thank
thank you
you,
so much,
Adrian.
guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah.
Terima kasih sudah menonton. Silakan subscribe, like, dan jangan lupa komen di bawah ya bola spotter.